It's time to improve our existing language learning agent. In this lesson, we will move through steps 2 and 3 of the V6 agent framework by using commands inside agents to add dynamic self-improving memory to this agent. So let's take a look at the configuration for the agent and for the command that we will be using to improve this agent. I want to start by this specific command. You can read here, it's going to extract the vocab items using the super tag from the chat with this agent. And from here, we are going to organize information about each vocab word so that it appears here on these searches on the right and also inside our agent, as we will see. So if we expand the configuration for this agent, you will see we have the same core as before with these basic instructions and the specific knowledge of the best practices. And here you can see we have added 2 different searches to keep track of the vocab words that we want to learn in this specific language. This is a search that is the same one as you see here in the right, and this is looking for all nodes tagged vocab. And this is going to be used in order to surface the vocabs that we extract with this command and send them into this agent. And this is the dynamic memory part for this agent. Let's run an instance of this agent to see how this command is going to fit in with our existing chat. So I'm going to run this command, and this means we have started a new chat with our language tutor. And here I want to ask for help to learn about families in Italian. So I want to learn about families. And from here, this agent is going to start generating learning material about this topic of family. So here you can see this agent has provided us with several words related to family in Italian. We can see family relationships such as father, mother, brother, sister, and so forth. Then we go into grammar and some other information here. Now I want to use this as an example to explain what this command called extract vocab is going to do. So if we open this configuration, here we are using the Ask AI system command. And this command is going to be used to extract the vocabulary from this chat where we are in. So let's edit the configuration and take a look at the prompt that we're using. Here we are, first of all, sending the context which contains these Italian vocabulary or your specific chosen language, and we are sending over this variable of chat. And here, just as a reminder, in order to add variables inside a prompt, we are always going to use the @ key. And when you type @ you can choose from these different variables inside Tana. And in this case, we chose the chat. And what this is going to do is that it's going to send the information from this chat that we're currently in the prompt. And based on this chat that we are sending over, we are asking this prompt to output the list of words used inside the chat and put them in this specific format, which we have specified below following the Tana Paste syntax. And here, the most important information is that this first word has the vocab tag. And then on the bottom, we have several different fields that AI is going to fill in for us based on the specific word. And here we have an example using a Portuguese word that has all of these fields filled in with an example of all of these different pieces of information for a specific vocabulary word. And here I do want to note a specific field which is slightly more important than the other ones. And this is the groups field, because here we are sending over an example of how to reference a vocab group using the reference in Tana Paste with a super tag notation. And here we finalize this prompt by explaining that we do not want to extract the vocab if it's already in the list, and also to use the groups of vocabs in the list of these groups. So now we understand everything that this command is going to do. So it's time to run this command inside our agent and see what we get as a result. So I will scroll down until the bottom of this chat window, because here in the bottom you will see that we have this extract vocab command inside our chat. And this is exactly what we need in order to send the information from this chat to this prompt and this specific command. And so that you understand, this command is being configured inside the agent. On the bottom part of the agent, here you will see a parameter called commands or compact menu. And here we have added a reference to this extract vocab command that we are going to run right now. And I'm going to scroll down so that you can see that the words extracted using this command are going to show up in our search for the vocab words and vocab groups. So let's run this, and it's going to start creating these different vocab words based on this chat where we are interacting with our agent, and here learning about family members. So if we scroll up, you will see that AI is extracting all of these different vocab words based on this theme of family members. And this means that now we have a list of vocab words associated with this group of family member. And if we open any one of these nodes, these vocab words, you will see that they are correctly configured based on the commands that we describe. Here you can see that the chosen language field is fratello, which is brother in Italian. So we have the English translation, the group, a transliteration, even a mnemonic, and the cultural context for this specific word. All of this is done to help you learn this specific language, but keep in mind that what we are doing in practice is extracting any piece of information from a specific chat and transforming it into a structured knowledge inside Tana with a super tag, with fields, and even with connections to other items in Tana, such as this family members group of vocabs. So this is an example of how this extract vocab command works. And with this, we have moved through version 3 of using commands inside agents, and version 4 as we have added dynamic improving memory to our agent. Because as we saw in the beginning of the lesson, if we open the agent configuration, here you see that list of the current vocab that you are learning inside this agent. And as we've seen, this is a search node, which means that it's going to fetch all of the items with the vocab tag and bring them into this agent. So the next time we interact with this agent, it's going to have access to all of this previous knowledge. So in this lesson, we've learned how to create this command to extract dynamic knowledge and how to feed this dynamic knowledge back into the agent using search nodes. And in the next lesson, we are going to use this dynamic knowledge generated from this lesson and take it even further in the next iteration.